Welcome to the session. We're diving deep into a 3-day power, strength, and size program that's really intricate and balanced.
I'm definitely intrigued. What's the core setup of this program?
Well, the program is split into Monday, Wednesday, and Friday sessions. Monday kicks off with some snatch clusters done in a 20-20 style, meaning you're tackling 3 sets of 5 reps followed by 5 sets of 1 rep. It's like a combination of high volume and explosive work.
So these snatch clusters, they're all about speed and power, right?
Absolutely. They're designed so that you hit both your power and technique early in the workout. And then you see exercises like the military press done in a 30s style, which, essentially is a high-rep tempo method.
Got it. Right. That 30s style seems like it's a push to really fatiguing the muscles over a relatively short period.
Exactly. It's built to maximize muscle engagement. After that, the program includes chin-ups, again executed in that 30s style, then moves into squats calibrated at 90-110% of your 1-rep max, and even a clean and jerk for sets of 3 reps.
Yeah. When you say squats at 90-110%, that's a pretty wide range, so it's kind of variable based on the lifter's performance on that day?
Yeah, it offers some flexibility. You gauge your performance and adjust accordingly. Then there's the front squat, which is performed at around 90% of your heaviest recent weight for 3 sets of 3 reps.
Interesting. And after those heavy lifts, does the program incorporate any accessory or supplemental exercises?
Yes, indeed. There's a set of 3 rounds of 10 snatch grip Romanian deadlifts. What's cool is that the first set is done with the maximum weight you can handle properly. Then you subtract 5% for the second set, and 10% for the third set.
That's a neat progression. Moving on to Wednesday, how does that session differ from Monday?
Wednesday really ups the variety. It opens with the 1-arm dumbbell snatch, which is done in 4 sets of 6 reps, but with some cool variations. You know, in week 1, you do straight 4 or 6, then move to variations like 3 reps with 20 seconds of intraset rest in week 2.
Right, so it's progressive. I like that. They're mixing up the rest intervals within sets. That must keep the body guessing.
Exactly. It's all about progressive overload and recovery management. Then there's an overhead pressing complex that cycles you through several movements without rest. Military press, push jerk, and even split jerk in a 4-set circuit with a rep scheme of 1 each.
Diversified movement indeed. And it doesn't end there, does it? There's next the overhead squat and a good morning combo.
Right. After the overhead pressing complex, you hit an overhead squat for 3 sets of 3, then a good morning combo for 3 sets of 4, a kneeling squat for 3 sets of 5, and finally, a sprinter's squat for 3 sets of 6. This session blends strength and explosive stability, all crucial for athletic development.
That's a lot packed into one day. What about additional shoulder work?
They wrap up Wednesday with some seated dumbbell shoulder presses in that same 30s style, another round of chin-ups, lateral raises, and finish strong with 50 rollouts. Any combination? Just get those 50 reps done.
Right, keeping the core engaged, I imagine. And then Friday seems to mirror Monday in many aspects. Can you break Friday down?
Sure thing. Friday begins with clean clusters performed again in the 20-20 style, so the same rep schemes as Monday. 3 sets of 5 and 5 sets of 1. Then you see a push press executed similarly.
Consistency is key, right? After that, is there a switch to more horizontal pushing with the bench press?
Yes, indeed. It includes an incline bench press performed in that 30s style, so it's, similar in tempo to the other movements, and also features chin-ups executed in the same style as before.
Got you. And what about the squat work on Friday?
Friday keeps the leg work heavy. There's a front squat at 90-110% of your 1-rep max, followed by a back squat at around 90% of your heaviest recent weight for 3 sets of 5 reps. It's designed to maximize strength in both the anterior and posterior chains.
An excellent balance. Let me guess, they wrap up with Romanian deadlifts again?
Spot on. They finish with 3 sets of 10 clean grip Romanian deadlifts using that incremental load strategy. Start heavy, then subtract 5% and 10% in subsequent sets.
That gradual decrease definitely ensures proper form under fatigue. Speaking of that decremental approach, do you feel that might be a bit too rigid for accommodating individual recovery?
That's a fair point, actually. The program drop-offs, subtracting a set percentage, appear to be based on the idea of progressive loading. But I can see how some might argue it doesn't fully account for individual variability. It's more like a template that expects the athlete to adjust based on their real-time feedback.
Yeah, I see that concern. So, while it lays down a solid foundation, lifters might need to tweak it depending on personal recovery rates and daily performance.
Exactly. It's a sort of blueprint that's been developed from ideas and experiences. Credit goes to the progression work by Damian Marsh and Luke Thornley, along with insights from Chad Vaughan's and Chad Waterbury's approaches.
Right, the crediting really shows the evolution of these methods. And the acknowledgement of Ashley Jones from November 2011 adds that extra layer of credibility too.
For sure, it ties the contemporary practice back to its foundations. Overall, the program rations strength and size training fairly, balancing high-intensity clusters with varied rep schemes and dynamic movement patterns.
It sounds like a comprehensive routine. It really does seem rigorous. Do you think the superset elements marked as SS in the plan add, like, enhanced metabolic stress, or is it more about time efficiency?
I'd say it's both. The supersets are there to keep the workout compact and to boost metabolic stress, which is great for building endurance alongside strength. It's like trying to maximize every minute in the gym, you know?
Exactly. Efficiency is key. And what about all those percentages and rep schemes, like doing exercises at exactly 90% or 110% of your 1RM? That seems super precise.
True. It's pretty precise. The idea is to force the athlete to work with near maximal loads when needed, but also to provide a clear structure. However, it might need fine-tuning based on day-to-day performance. It's not a one-size-fits-all.
Yeah, that makes sense. And precision is great, but individual feedback matters. Overall, would you say this program strikes a good balance between power, size, and strength training?
Absolutely. It's designed with a variety of modalities: power clusters, dynamic lifts, and strength-building squats, all complemented by volume work like the 30-rep methods. That layered approach targets different muscle fibers and energy systems effectively.
Right on. It really seems to hit all the key points. In the end, this 3-day program not only provides a rigorous schedule, but also integrates principles from some seminal works in strength training, making it both robust and adaptable for lifters looking to push their limits.